I'm Oscar Fernandez. I'm the CEO of Brandship Consultancy, and I'm from Spain. Well, to be honest, I never expected to come, and I was told that it could be an opportunity and an option. And I said, well, I never have been thinking of coming to this region and to this country. And I said, why not? It could be a kind of adventure and to increase my knowledge and my the world that I didn't met before. And then I think it could be a good opportunity. So then here I am, just following an adventure. Yes. I came with no idea what I was going to find here. And I found out that the people are amazing, the culture is completely different, but it's an open culture. And what I feel here is that I'm treated in the best way that I can. And yes, I feel very comfortable around all the people here in the society, so very fine. Yes, I have the chance, and I've been already in Jeddah, for example, and Khobar, and other places. And one thing that I really like very much is the contrast that we could find in the country. For example, Riyadh is in the middle of the desert. That's something wonderful also, because it's a kind of a special nature that you can find. And that contrasts directly with the sea in Jeddah, for example, with the Red Sea, where I've been, of course, snorkeling, diving, and enjoying all the corals and all these things. And well, the good thing is that you can be living different experiences around the country and in the different cities. And there's a lot of destinations to discover here in the country. So yes, it's wonderful. My experience in the desert has been really, really good. It's like something that you get into it. Of course, it's not the sea, but it's like another kind of sea. And what I mean is that you go there, there's nothing, but you feel that it's, you are surrounded about a lot of even, if I can say it, feelings, you know. I've been in the Edge. The Edge is something amazing here beside, it's in Riyadh. Go by car, it's 20 minutes. And I've been running there, been doing trail running there, and wow, it's one of the most beautiful experiences that I had. And of course, I've been going just hiking to some mountains in the desert also, but it's another kind of experience. So you have to go and have it to understand better how different things can make you discover new feelings. Yes, I've been in the Riyadh season, some activities in the, for example, the winter season in the Boulevard City, the Boulevard World. So something that we can find here is that there's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of entertainment around the city and in different moments also. I've been also in some music festivals like Middle Beast, Soundstorm, and yes, you can find here in the country and specifically here in Riyadh, good events to be enjoying. My social life is, I'm quite happy with it. I mean, I don't have hundreds of new friends, but yes, I have a group of friends that I can say that we are having a lot of good moments together. It's easy to make friends here in the country. The people are very open. This is something that I really like. Saudis are very kind, and they try to make you feel as much as comfortable as you can. And not only the Saudi people, even the foreigners and the people that are coming from outside, all of us, we try to passing the time that we are out of our original countries in the best way that we can. So yes, socializing for me is really good. Here it's I'm very happy with what I found and I have good friends already here in the country. And then in this side of the brand that we are developing, we have to improve it in a little more, but I think that is the idea. And the other thing is that in some way we have to be reviewing all these new templates that we have and to see how I adjust them to the final project. Okay.
Perfect. Very good. We can do this. Maybe we can change some of the elements here and add it to the
You know already that my passions are sporting mainly, and inside of sporting, the cycling is the thing that I most like. At the beginning, I didn't bring my bike here, and then I was suffering. But at the end, in one of the trips, I brought it with me. And now that I have my bike with me here, I'm enjoying a lot. But there's more things. When I'm in Jeddah or I'm in the west side of the country, I like to go sailing also. Sailing and snorkeling, diving, and the Red Sea is wonderful. It's a paradise. So yes, I like that. My experience in the Riyadh Marathon has been really, really nice. Something that I liked is that to see how the ambient of the people, the organization was really good, and even running in the city and experimenting different places in the city, like the old center of the city, and also while you were running to see the skyline of the city. Also, it was a contrast that is in some way a symbol of Riyadh, and it was incredible seeing all the people that are doing sport here in Riyadh in Saudi Arabia is huge. Yes. For me, the sport is really important. It's something that helps me to keep on pushing in our daily life, you know. It's like something that makes you understand that things require some effort and you have to fight to be achieving the things that you want in life. So the sports is something similar to that. And it makes easier everything that you have to face every day in your daily work. So that's what I like doing sports. One thing that I prefer is to go running on the evening night. But even at night, in summer, it's quite impossible. So what you have to do is to wake up very early, 4:30 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and go out and running before the hot and the heat don't allow you to go running. So that's the point. You have to change your timetable. You have to change your the schedule of your day, and start the day perhaps at 5 in the morning. That's it. My experience about hospitality in Saudi Arabia has been really, really good. I have had no problem with anyone. no discussion, no misunderstanding. Everybody has treated me perfectly, invited me to a lot of experiences. I have had with people situations where I never thought that I was going to have. And I mean private invitations and gathering in the people's home even, and it has been really successful. I mean, I'm very happy with the Saudi hospitality. I feel like if I were at home. That's the important thing. My experience with the Saudi Arabic culture and what I usually share or explain in my country with my friends or my family is how different it is, but the most important thing for me is how respectful we have to be with the Saudi culture. And this is something that is difficult to understand sometimes from the Western countries, for example. But when you are here and you see that this culture has sense for the people from the country or from the region, and you understand why, then it's something that, of course, first of all, we have to respect it, and then you can even follow some of the rules of the culture, and you can be enjoying some of the culture traditions that you can find here. So it's a question only to understand it and to respect it and to be part of it even, if you can. There's a huge influence from the Arabic world to the Spanish one, and that's something that I really like. And things that I'm discovering here and identifying, I can see them in the same way in Spain. And that's something that makes me feel more comfortable inside this, the history of the country. And that's really, really fun. What I've learned here in Saudi Arabia about the Arabic is the basic words that everybody learns. That is shukran, takalafia, yani, jala jala, khalas. One thing that I like is that here in Saudi Arabia, mainly in Riyadh, there is a more cosmopolitan city, is the habit of having this coffee break, you know, and having this coffee. Everybody's taking a coffee in the morning with a car, in the way to the office, at the middle of the morning, after lunch, whatever. And that's something that I like. My time for the coffee is something that I never pass. But another thing that I discovered here is the Saudi coffee made about dates. The first time that I tried it was in the plane where I was flying here, and they asked me if I want coffee, and I said yes, and they brought me that, and I said, this is not coffee. And then I tried it. I have to be honest, the first time I didn't like it. But then I said to myself, if everybody's drinking this, it's for some reason. Then I tried again, and then I started to like it. And now I like it very much. And all the meetings that we have, there's always Saudi coffee, and I take it. So delicious. The food here, for me, is something that I'm discovering day by day. And yes, I can say that we have some similarities with the Spanish food about the rice and the meat of the chicken with the rice. We can say that in Spain we have the paella, and here we can find this dishes or these plates about rice and meat and chicken. But something that I really like is something very basic, that is tamiz. That is the Arabic bread, and you can use it and you can dip it in whatever sauce and or even make some pies with the tamiz, and this is something that I discovered here, and well, almost every day I have some tamiz in my table. Yeah, so this is fine for me. But even one thing that I like, perhaps more from the west side of the country, beside the sea, is the fresh fish. And that you can choose, and then they prepare for you, and you eat it with the rice, of course, and well, it's delicious. There's a lot of things that I'm enjoying here. Yes. One day at my work, it's well, the first thing that I do is always saying good morning to all the team by our communication system that we have. That is something that I like, because it's when we are ready for the work, we have to know everybody that we are ready for it, even if we are not at the office yet. Because the feeling that we have at work, and this is something that I like from here, is that we are like a family, a huge family or big family, and we are connected, even if we are not seeing each other yet before we arrive to the office. And then when we arrive to the office, there's a lot of things that we already have been starting to discuss, and then we can cover them in a better way when we are, of course, physically together. We have meetings with clients, we have internal meetings about production, about reviewing projects, and different kind of meetings, because in my position that I'm the CEO of the company, one thing that I like is to be involved up to the level that I have to be, of course, in the different things that we are managing, and helping the teams to go forward and supporting them to achieve the best results that we can. And well, after that, when we finish and the hours has passed, we just go back home and start thinking on, we have to take our mind out and start thinking about the sporting, that I like, and then get ready for the next day, just that. To manage being away from my home or from my beloved ones is not so difficult, because nowadays you can talk to them at any moment that you want. You can watch them, you can see them, you can share a lot of things. The only thing that you cannot do is to touch them, of course. The flights that we have between the main capitals in Europe, in my case with Madrid, for example, are, if it's not daily, it's one day yes and one day not. So it's not a problem. We can go and come at any moment. So for me, it's not a problem. It's not an issue. It's fine, and we can be managing that perfectly with no problem. What I'm missing from Spain, with my life in Spain, is something that I will love to do in Spain. Is that you go just walking, you go down of your home, out of your home, and you go just walking, and you have places to be around with your friends, gathering, having something for eating, for drinking or whatever, and having some party here and there. And going walking to the places is what I'm missing as much, because it's something that, if you have to take the car always to go everywhere, it's like you're not enjoying the moment of going to the place. And going to the place is also important, not only the place. My unique experience in Saudi Arabia, I could say that has been the experience of snorkeling and diving in the Red Sea with the coral. Taking the boat and sailing outside the coast and arriving to a kind of coral island that was just 15 centimeters under the level of the water. And that was incredible, 1 meter, So it's very easy to go snorkeling or diving there. And you get amazed of all the things that you can see. not only the coral, the fishes also. It was, for me, it was, I was in the paradise. So yes, that's my best experience in Saudi Arabia. What I would like to share with my friends and my family in Spain is that how sometimes we do not realize of how is the reality of some countries, and specifically here in Saudi Arabia, for example. What I would like to tell them is that you have to come and live inside the country, live with the society from Saudi Arabia to understand why they are how they are and why it's so amazing discovering these people that I discovered here. Me gustaría compartir con vosotros que mi experiencia aquí en Arabia Saudí está siendo y ha sido maravillosa. Yo no he tenido ningún problema y al revés, estoy encantado de estar aquí y es un mensaje que transmito a la gente que está fuera de aquí, porque la gente que está aquí ya lo sabemos, lo bien que nos tratan y el descubrimiento que es haber venido a este país. Hay mucho por hacer. Ellos están, los saudíes, muy abiertos a nosotros y nosotros encantados de poder ayudar y de que cuenten con nosotros igualmente.